Poor mods. They're like, yes, we're gonna do this. Oh no! The cherry pink dye was so expensive. The dye market crashed with all of that. Oh. Oh? Oh? Oh. I thought it was gonna be voiced. I was waiting for it. Kona, how did it go? I believe I finally understand the significance of the Hetzo. They're cute and floofy. They nourish the Hetzaro as they grow and provide warmth and companionship in a harsh and unpredictable world. They are the equal of any man, not beasts to be tamed. Moreover, Ronic are sensitive. Though we may treat their injuries or brush their coats to keep them hale, they must ever be free to follow their instincts and seek lands where they might thrive. The Hetzaro would never cage them, and neither should we. To control their migratory patterns or capture those who wander too close to the tracks is out of the question. I want to pet them. Then it is particularly important to advance our original line of inquiry. Fortunately, we were able to visit the Ronic's once favored grazing grounds. As we were told, the grass looks fine, but the place is too quiet. It's not just the Ronic, even the birds and field mice have fled. We did encounter one pack of Ceratoraptors, but they look to be passing through in a hurry. Typically, that sort of behavior in the fauna would be associated with natural disasters, earthquakes, landslides, and the like. Though the Hetzaro... Though the Hetzaro would surely have put two and two together were the cause geological, I measured the area's ether to be certain. There was indeed nothing to suggest recent environmental disruption, but I did notice one anomaly. I can talk. I can read. A strong etheric signature to the east, moving across the plain, albeit slowly. Big monster? What do you think, Kona? Given where we are, I believe we are dealing with a powerful beast. A predator, perhaps, given the local fauna's behavior. Thank you. One of the raptors we saw looked like it had a bite taken out of its tail by something with very large fangs. It couldn't be a true Hetzo. What's that? Ronic Reaver in the common tongue. Our people have several names for such creatures. Fangs that steal Hetzo in the night is another evocative one. Ronic can fend off many predators with their horns, but not the true Hetzo. Their scales are tough as adamant, and neither horn nor arrow can pierce them. Shrug. A well-toothed carnivore with an unusually tough hide. I cannot recall any such fauna in this region. Usually they roam the wilds in the northeast, and most herds keep well clear of them. I can't tell you why this one is so far from home and its pack both. In any case, I believe the source of the Ronic's consternation is clear. As is our next move, we must drive this Reaver away, that they might return to their grazing lands in peace. Is this gonna be a trial? Look at their eyes! No thoughts, just vibes. Never fear. We'll make certain that the beast threatens you no more. I like Kona. I did a 180 on him, too. Look. Ooh. Oh, solo duty? Duty? The Ronic Reaver is a clear threat to the local population. We cannot allow it to roam unchecked. But it won't do for us to go running off in search of it without having made proper preparations. And if others returning from across the plain have spotted it, they may be able to inform us of its recent behavior and where it may be found. Duty. They have the silliest... Give us a Ronic plushie, please. I beg. So him, I did a 180 on because I was like, oh, he's just kind of like a rude nerd. He's kind of standoffish. But then I saw him and how much he loves Wuklamot, and he was ready to raise everything, burn everything to the ground to save his sister. Yeah, they have good eyes. Sveen, I don't know. He's open-minded. And then Bakul Jaja, I was like, oh, I hate this guy. And then we did the Skydeep Cenote. Sveen, though, I'd have to, okay, so Sveen's story is very much Emmett Selk. It won't do for us to go running off in search of it without having me. Okay, yeah. Your progress through the upcoming battle will be saved at certain points. In the event you are defeated, you'll be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please know it. Oh, okay. Here we go. AI suck. Also, I thought it was interesting that she was like losing her memories because she's referencing Garnet from 9, and Garnet had amnesia.
Help!
From her childhood.
Help! Ododa Hetsu is coming this way!
I like how it's instantly daytime.
It has beasts across the plains in a panic, and our Ronek are practically paralyzed with fear. We must get them to safety.
We can assist by helping to calm the creatures. Once they're less agitated, it should be possible to hurt them.
And after they're out of harm's way, we'll deal with the Ronek Reaver.
I suggest you remain here to attend to the Ronek when they arrive.
They'll be safe with me. Please, be careful out there.
He needs to take us out on a taco night date. I find being alive by staring into Estinian's muscles. Please talk more bots, yeah. Okay.
Make haste. We must protect the Ronek.
Thank you for the streak.
Don't worry. We're right
And thank you for
behind
the good lucks, MSQ. I feel overdressed. Wait, what are we doing? Search for them. Okay, we got some over there. I'm coming to save you, babies.
There they are.
They're terrified. We must do what we can to soothe them.
I'm so scared. It's okay, babies. Okay. Go be
That
safe,
herd should be
babies.
all right. Let's look for stragglers.
Okay, let me through.
The Ronek are to rally too. None shall be left behind.
He's had a lot of character development. Oh! Call the
There must be
hunters!
something up ahead. Come.
They're getting them!
These are no match for the likes of us.
Well, let me get them all. Let's see. Can I provoke you? Yeah. Let's go. How dare you hurt the babies? What's wrong with you?
In a panic was clearly an understatement.
You found out about it from the thumbnail? Well, let me take multiple. No. Fuck, cleave to the face, baby.
You're mine.
Did you take aggro from me? Girl. I'm just gonna headcanon her as doing like the tank stance. No! Fuck the oh god. Okay, we gotta kill him quick. Oh shit. Yeah, get him! Thank you! Use your big AoE! I don't have that. I'm just an off tank. What am I supposed to do? She wanted that smoke, right? Is that what she does when, is that her provoke macro? She just drops in chat, you're mine.
It seems that did the trick.
Be free, babies. She's a filthy aggro thief, and that's her one unforgivable crime. Just two off tanks fighting over main tank for no reason.
Look there. We've got
I'm
a big
sorry.
one coming.
I distracted you.
Impenetrable scales and wicked fangs. That's a Rona Griever, and no mistake.
That looks like something from Monster Hunter. Hear me out on the dino. Did we just share a brain cell, Val? Like, I feel like I need to do my combos at it and then carve its tail.
Not so fast!
The machinist thought he was a tank. I've seen Val do that.
Even should it cost me my life.
He took the tank buster to the face and lived.
I will save the head soul!
Kona, are you all right?
I love the two of them. She would protect him just as much as he would her.
Get the Ronek to safety!
He's so cute.
There. You've nothing to fear.
Whisper that in our ears a little more, Aranville, please.
Right. Let's finish the job.
I made a vow to our people.
You shall plague them no longer!
I'm sleeping on machinist, apparently. What? Forgive me, I was unaware of your game. Don't you dare rip aggro from me, I'm gonna bite you.
Damn it! Not even a scratch.
Literally nothing! Are we serious?
Time to think, will you? It must have a weakness, and I will find it. Keep it busy. I need time.
You got it.
Right.
He's pulling out the scholar. He is a multi-class, isn't he? Scale armored leg. Oh. Oh, that looks real. That looks bad. Okay. It's not that bad. It looked worse than it was. We got this. I know, right? Wooklamot's also doing the warrior AoE, and it's making me itch. Like, are we really doing this?
Now we just have to keep it pinned. The thinking corner.
Oh, she did the thing with Holmgang. She knows her kid.
A protective current of ether. But whence does it flow?
Am I just hitting at nothing? Or should I just stand here? Conducted by the scales. Trace that back. The point of greatest density.
I've got it!
Okay, okay. Just tell me where to hit.
One well-placed piercing round to the chest, and...
She used Holmgang as a rescue.
You're done for!
Vaguely remember that. Yes!
That stem the flow of protective ether.
This does feel like this is exactly Monster Hunter, right? I think.
Stopping us now.
He was so cool for this. Maybe they'll give it to us with the changes, since, like, Dragoon
Backing down, huh?
is getting the PvP jump. So I have hope. Okay, we've had about enough of you. Oh. Oh. All right. I see how it is. Woo! Woo! We should have taken that together, shouldn't we? Where were you? Rude. Aim it at Kona.
We must disperse that ether every river recovers it.
This is going to hurt.
Oh, but we can't target it? Hate that kind of stuff. Like, I have like a, right? Is that what we're doing? Or we're just walking into it? We're just, okay. Sure. Blaming the other tank when you run away from them with the tank stack. I didn't register. Like, I saw the yeah, we're just slamming down our axes. It's definitely her fault. It wasn't mine. I did nothing wrong. What do you mean? Now we do the Monhunt collab. That felt very Monster Hunter to me. I've been playing it a little bit more. Yeah, I I was like, shit, like, you know, I'm just kind of like not really, okay, I hear the thing. I'm not really looking at it. I'm looking at boss and kind of doing my rotations. Then I look at it again and I was like, fuck, that's a stack. Cause I unga and I bunga, but I don't think. Hello? I don't get paid for that.
The Etso, are they?
I live
The
with
Ronek have all
fun.
made it to Mehua Hetsuan. Hunters are scouring the area for any remaining threats, but the local fauna appear to have calmed down.
I love her big goofy smile.
We cannot thank you enough for your timely aid. You, most of all, Bow of Reason. We feared you would be loath to take direct action, yet you didn't hesitate to put your life on the line for our Hetso.
After he learned more.
I did no more than is a Dawn servant's duty. The ethereal conductivity of those scales is astounding. I dare say we could repurpose them to create a device that emits controlled pulses of ether.
We're carving the parts and repurposing them. This is literally Monster Hunter. Is this the Monster Hunter
Ether
patch?
resembling that of the predator the Ronek fear most. It might work. If we struck the right balance, we would have the means to deter the Ronek from approaching the railroad without causing them undue distress.
Incredible! Kona, you've done it again.
I must say, I was hoping I'd never have to see one of these again.
Again?
Still
Oh,
haven't
here we go,
forgotten
more
the
drop.
last one. And it's been more than 20 years now.
Kona
I'd
lore?
come as a trader to the camp in Lozeniheta. A camp that was obliterated in an instant by that monster.
Lozeniheta. That's where the Pelu Pelu trader found me as a babe. Please, can you tell me what you saw?
As I said, I had traveled there to trade with our fellow Hetzaro. Like us, they followed the Ronek. And like us, they were visited by a reaver. The fiend struck like a whirlwind in the night. It was chaos. I grabbed some token belongings
It was perfect
and
timing.
bolted in a panic. thinking only of getting as far away as possible. But even in my panicked state, I could not help but notice the young couple racing the other way, toward the fell creature. "We're distracted," I heard one cry. "Save our son! Save the Hetzo!" After that, nothing but the pounding of my heart and feet and Ronek thunder. I ran and ran. As the sun broke the horizon, I found myself separated from both man and beast. Windborne words say that a group of survivors reunited with their remaining Ronek and have long since moved on. But still more were never seen again, including the brave couple. Or so the story goes.
And what became of their child?
I'm afraid I don't know. But if he wasn't with the survivors, even if he lived through that night, the wilderness wouldn't have been kind to a little one out on his lonesome.
Maybe not. But perhaps a passing Pelu would. And one day, even a Dawn servant himself. All these years, I was convinced that my parents had left me behind to follow after the Ronek. But now I see, they didn't abandon me. They were trying to keep me safe. I've wasted so much time resenting them, when in truth, they gave me everything I have today. It is thanks to them that I live to know the warmth of family.
Oops. Even after they were gone.
And now that I am Dawn's servant, all of Tuliyola is my family.
Betrayed.
A family I will always protect, as my parents protected me.
Well, I'm not okay after that. What? What do you mean? Oh, come on! Why are my hugs so awkward? He's so short! Casual sadness in the story. Yeah, you can be for real. Could we have not just built a bridge? They do that. Pocket husband. Train bridges exist. Although I'd have to ask Mr. Moonpie for the more technical aspects of it, because there is a lot that goes into it. He's small. He's tiny. I could pick him up and throw him. Yeah. So the way I have it placed, a lot of thought went into this, okay? So like the angle of like how I'm looking directly at my screen, so it kind of makes it look like I'm looking at the story where I'm at. And also because I have to look up here to see like my OBS, it makes me look at the notifications from your perspective. Big brain stuff right there. To know that the Hetzo are safe is more than enough. Yet, would it be wrong to hope that in protecting them, we also avenged my parents? It is the least I owe to them after all this time. Pisces, I thank you for standing by me as Dawn servant and as the oft imperfect man beneath that mantle. Now, let us return our attentions to the matter we came here to address, shall we? We have removed the root cause of the Ronic strain from their favored grazing and obtained the tools to devise an additional precautionary measure, a silent whistle, as it were. This whistle must be capable of emitting pulses of ether strong enough that they will shy away from the tracks on instinct, yet not so strong as to drive them into a panic. If we can achieve this, it will be a far sight better than a traditional whistle, more effective and less stressful to the creatures themselves. The slutty broken glasses. Looking up to see Bokul Jaja twerking as if a sign from God, a vision. Let us return to Shaloni Station and begin to work on it then. Well, Lika and his crew will doubtless be relieved to finally have a solution. While our door is drying, it's just wide open. So, like, I know it's gonna let in every dang bug in existence. We're gonna have just spiders making their homes here. That's a lovely thing. And also, you know, everyone can hear me outside. I could hear my neighbor's dog barking and freaking out. Pull a second pair of glasses out of his pocket. And then throw them at the wall like that one guy. Spiders to eat the bugs. We have like a lot of jumping spiders here. And they're really cute. Like they're not harmful spiders. There are some of those. I carefully relocate those out of my space, but like the little jumping ones are so cute. They just kind of, right? They have like the big body and the stubby looking legs. They're adorable. You look pleased about something. Good news for the railroad, I take it. They're friends. Yes, like come in and eat every bug, every fruit fly to your heart's content. They have puppies' eyes. Yeah, puppy eyes. They're just like, I love them. So the Ronic were avoiding a predator. Smart ones they are. And Valcona's not too bad himself. Well, with his whistle idea, sit tight. We'll have this train on the tracks before you know it. Sit tight? What? Yes, I guess. Those are the only spiders that are cute. Every other spider is a demon monster from hell. And they need to stay far away from me. Evil.
We're ready to go.
Whoa. She looks as good as new.
If I had time to do a proper job, could have really made her shine. Had to cobble together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior, though. Not that you can appreciate it from out here. But as far as the Ronic are concerned, we've spared no effort.
We've spared no expense.
From the ballast to the ties, we've adjusted every bit of the track so she'll run quiet as a field mouse.
Okay, first of all, this doesn't look up to FRA code, but ballast and ties, I know what all that means. The ballast is this rock stuff that the ties sit on. And then, you know, the wood pieces are the ties. I think everybody knows that. But this doesn't look right. It looks cobbled together very poorly. Poor Mr. Moonpie is probably watching this like...
You and your crew have worked wonders. Our nation is in your debt.
Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliolal. It's thanks to the folk you recruited from every corner of the continent that we were able to get her up and running so quickly. Besides, the ethereal whistle's the true marvel, and we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us. However grateful you are, know that we're even more thankful.
Now play the Activia song. This is the appropriate time for Smile.
Right. If we're done talking, let's put this train through her paces.
Where this baby's going, we don't need roads. Back to the Future 3 is the best one because of train. Period.
There's a Ronak up ahead.
No! Also inaccurate. They can't stop that fast.
Now, to test our whistle.
On it. Just point it in the general direction and...
A lot of the fun, whimsical stuff about trains gets ruined when you either work for or have a family member who works for the railroad.
Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
Good. Success. Cue Smile.
With this, we can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
a roaring success! In a quiet way, like.
I'm gonna, like, tousle his hair. Is it because he's short? He gives me kind of cute aggression. I don't feel that way about Graha, though.
Vow of reason. The Shaktaral Railroad is back in service.
For a while there, we were real worried we'd never get the railroad running again, but now that the test drive was such a success, we can breathe easy and start hauling people to and from the dome. First Shaloni, and then the continent. Watch out, Jacques Tarral, here we come. I was so looking forward to his hot wife because of his story on the first, and they gave her the worst color scheme to ever exist on a Hrothgar. I won't disagree there. She looks like a... It's because Graha's ready to give it up, but Kona, oh yeah, you know what? You're onto something. She is cute. I think sometimes whoever is in charge of the color scheming and like the character design, I would like a word with a few of them because they will also just like, I feel like they put Aaronville and stuff that makes him just like washed out and dead looking sometimes. Like somebody, whoever was in charge made questionable decisions. Graha is like a little brother to me. The guy at the taco shop gives me a shock every time I look at him. Kona has a nice contrast. Kona's character design is very well done. Yeah, he turns into a shadow in places. Like, he also ends up being poorly lit. And it makes me so sad. Because that's an easy problem to fix. And they could fix it only on him and not ruin the lighting on anyone else. But that gets into a whole other discussion. about like poor lighting and poor like color saturation on darker skinned characters. Bahati is a good boy. Yeah, they don't. That's exactly what it is, Rialto. They don't know how to handle dark skinned characters. And personally, I'm gonna make this gripe real quick. So he's like this gray, like this very cool toned gray, and he's got yellow eyes. So sometimes it just looks like such a stark contrast in a weird way. So his yellow eyes are standing out, and then the rest of his skin is just like blending into the shadows. Yes. Shout out to the artist that won the hair design contest, and the devs removed the afro curls and made them beach waves. Like, if he just... I want him to be this level of, like, deepness, but, like, a warmer tone would help for one. Sigh. I share the sentiment, but we have a mountain of work ahead of us to ensure smooth operations. Time to get back at it. There's a hunt train going on, which is exciting to see. It's exciting to be in like on content areas. The efforts of all here today have not gone unnoticed. Once more, I thank you. Oh, and does Walika have a son in the source? Maybe. VV inspiration? Oh. As for our own work, I trust you can handle matters in Alexandria, Lamati? Crossroads. Yeah, so, oh, now I can't think of his name. There's a creator on TikTok. I'm bad with names, but like he's doing like the Nerds for Literacy. Is it Tony? Oh my God, racism and homophobia for sure. Cause like gay marriage is not allowed in, like it's not legal in Japan. And Nintendo is actually like a really progressive employer for giving same-sex couples the same benefits that they would give like any other married couple. That's why when they do anti-consumer stuff, I'm just like, why? But he actually went to Japan as like a foreign exchange student when he was younger, and he talks about like the racism that he experienced there as a black man. It's illegal in Japan, but fetishized. I could write a dissertation on it if I was rich and smart. You're smart? What do you mean? I'd love to hear your dissertation. I think they get infantilized a lot, but like they participate in a lot of I think it's also, you know, like people don't acknowledge like in the West, people don't acknowledge that Japan was the colonizer before they were got their shit kicked in by the US. To just briefly summarize, like they terrorized Asia. So there's a lot of history that like in the West, like we just like gloss over. It's possible that Shale has made some headway by now, and regardless, we should spread word that the railroad's been restored to service. Shale, what do you have her working on? Actually, like pre-World War II Japan, a lot of things that were going on that they were doing sound spookily like things that have been going on here more recently. So I'm just like, That's cool. This is why all these messages that they're putting in resonate so much. Shayla's my straight wife. I know. I think it, like, they weren't exactly fascist, but like fascism or things that are like close to fascism, they really, really frown upon anything like that. Galulja's mother? Because we also saw that, you know, in the West with you know, what was also during that time I was mentioning things that were going on in Germany, and they were trying to wipe out history of that in their country. I'd feel the same in his shoes. Have felt the same. Some questions are painful to leave unanswered. There's no cause to look at me like that. The Kakiwa we met may have only been a simulacrum, but her memory was real. Oh. I needn't search for what she left behind because she left it with me, and I will carry it always. A keychain? A little bag charm? Speaking of things you're carrying, is that a teeny tiny Kakiwa? What? No. It's merely a token from Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take no for an answer, and I thought it as good a souvenir as any. No, we all get that. We got that. He's so cute. I love this hot man and his hot mom. Go back on there, Estinian. Thank you. Whatever you say, for what it's worth, I think it's a nice way to bring her with you on your travels. That's cute. He's carrying around his mama. He is cute. He's such a cutie. Yes, well, you're off to the dome now, aren't you? I thought I might join you for a time. See if there's anything I can do for the people here. Much changed though it is, I still consider it my home. Of course. We can give you the full story on the way. I need to erase on the board where I said that they were maybe betrothed. Because we haven't really got anything yet, but his mom knew the Dawn servant, so they probably would catch up and then the kids would end up playing or something like that because they were around the same age. That seems the most likely scenario. I cringed. There was a vibe of like forced proximity. So it was like she thought they were the best of friends, and he's just like, this is my mom's friend's adopted daughter. I don't want to play with this weird girl. They're like, yeah, something like, yeah, like a play date type of situation. So he rolls his eyes at her and she's like, we've been the best of friends forever. I don't want him to go away. Yeah, the only side character who got a big promotion is Estinian, right? He went from side character to Scion. Let him become Beastmaster. He should be Beastmaster. It makes sense. Oh, Yugiri being in 3. That's true. And, like, they've come back for, like, role quests and stuff. A simple yet elegant solution, and thus is the railroad back in operation. I like how we had, like, the reunion in Endwalker. That made me so happy. Like, everyone being there. Meanwhile, Shale has nearly finished processing the data. She'll be able to share her finding with us immediately. What am I saying? He is a side character who got promoted. Him! He was just raid guy. Like, he wasn't even part of MSQ. He was just some guy on the side. Crystal Tower wasn't forced until Shadowbringers. Raid Guy Final Fantasy. I'm interrupting something, I gather. So there were people who played through Shadowbringers because they didn't make it mandatory until way after. They're able to go through Shadowbringers and have zero clue who the heck Grahatia was. It was forced like 2 weeks after Shadowbringers released. There were people telling me about it like I had no idea who he was because I never did Crystal Tower. And then there's people who played all the way through and then they were telling me, because at the time, like, they don't remember it correctly, so they'll be in my comments telling other people, oh, you don't have to do the raids until you get to Shadowbringers, because that's what they did. No, you can't pass A Realm Reborn into Heavensward until you finish Crystal Tower. You were one of the people that didn't do it until Shadowbringers forced you? You? Are you serious? You didn't do Crystal? You didn't raid? Why, Yishtola, what brings you here? I've seen enough of the gate and the Skydeep Cenote for now, so I'm shifting my investigation to living memory. While there, I thought I would do well to have the company of an expert on Electrope. I'd like to take a closer look at the place myself. I can join you once we've finished here. You started playing a month before release? Oh, so you were trying to catch up. Lest you fear I've forgotten, once I've made headway with living memory, the key in your keeping shall be the next subject of my scrutiny. Hi, Libra, how are you? You were so baby back then. You did a thing? What did you do?
There was a mountain of data to sift through, much of it tantalizing, I admit.
Okay, before I emote only, I'm going to send you all the good vibes. Everyone give good vibes to Libra for that plot of land. Or I guess send emotes. I was baby and now I'm just depressed. Remember the optimism and the hopefulness of when you were in A Realm Reborn? And then the worst thing that happened was a piece of cabbage got. But
it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest, so to answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Taishul Jah herself. While I've not listened to it yet, I have a selection ready for playback. Would you like to hear it now?
Before she plays this, there was a time when I had to go get cheese and wine, and that was the entire point of a dungeon. And now I'm going to listen to this audio by this lady who was participating in some wildly unethical experiments on people.
Yes.
Everything is fine
please.
here.
All right. Several audio files will now play in sequence.
Please don't tell me I need to set aside time to listen to them. She just gave us a cutscene warning inside a cutscene. Is this Inception?
My name is Taishul Jah, and I decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose.
Mother?
Officially I was a Virgin with the Lance Guard. I was part of a contingent dispatched to Yasulani to hunt a Turalvidral that was wreaking havoc. After our mission was complete, I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region. Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Tuiyolal. I had hoped to aid Commander Zoralja in the right of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army. To go back and face that reality was too much for me, so I ran, and in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path, a path that changed my life. When the dome appeared, I found myself trapped within, and reunited with my commander. How am I to speak of Commander Zoralja?
She was down bad.
I admired him. His incontestable strength, his unwavering focus. He was a man of great passions. I watched him, captivated by his intensity. From afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him.
She was creeping on him? Stalking?
His
Girl.
eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else, beyond the horizon. That gaze would never fall upon me. I knew. The experiment will soon proceed to its next phase, and when it does, as he promised, I will have my heart's desire.
Mm-mm.
Today.
I will not be hearing her out on this one. Mm-mm.
It should have been today. A new beginning. What I have dreamed of for so long. I hold a future in my arms. If he could see him, embrace him, surely that would be enough. So full of hope I was. A foolish hope.
No, why they gotta show us like this?
Its scales are blue.
He's your son.
My... No, I can't.
Daddy issues, for sure.
I don't know how. How could I? How?
You just figure it out.
A child be a father? I don't. I can't.
Gross.
No! Get it away from me. Get the thing away from me!
Shh. It's all right, little one. Papa was just surprised. That's all. He'll come around. We'll be a happy family. Can you look at shouting for me? The research hasn't been going well. But I can't let him take it out on my baby. Hush now, little one. I know just where to hide you.
That's all of them.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you.
Hey, Gololcha.
Father and Mother, they
I'm
were
fine,
both
Lamati.
so lonely. If we could have been together, maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out, no matter how hard you try. I can't tell if I'm happier now. But it's better to know, I think. Thank you, everyone.
That baby had to grow up way too fast. Pain trail! We're on the pain trail! Yay! Oops! I know. Your baby. We love you. Are we serious? Zaraja got off too easy. Oops, all orphans. Quest 1, deliver sandwich. Quest 50, kill God. Quest 100, face your inner demons. The child has more emotional maturity than half the chuds that play this game. They should react to being pet. It's better to know. A profound response for one so young. Though I wish he didn't have to be. Gololja is indeed wise beyond his years. Yet one never outgrows the need for dependable companions. 'Tis fortunate that he has you. Thank you, Shale. Because of you, I got to hear my mother's whole story. You heard it because you were brave enough to listen, Gololja. If you remember one thing, remember that. You're doing uppies! Now then, having shared what I can at present, I'm ready to head to Living Memory when you are. I'm planning to be thorough, so we'll need to stop for supplies on the way. That said, I promise we won't remain over long. I know we will have much and more to attend to. For now, farewell. It gives me that his mom got pregnant by some very not okay ways. His mom was a red flag, but damn. A word before you leave. Our network's already spreading word of the railroad. We expect people would be clamoring to get on the first train back, yet the reaction's been the polar opposite. Scant few seem inclined to depart Alexandria anytime soon. What? When we spoke before, you said many from Tuliol were eager to reunite with family and friends. Maybe they're concerned about getting through Vanguard? If so, we could take turns accompanying them. In any case, we need to speak with the people ourselves. Let's start at late 09. Delulu to the highest degree. Was she like, I could fix him? Maybe she was like, I don't care if I can't fix him. Maybe he'll make me worse. Those people exist. Yay. I have to smile because I don't want to cry anymore. Smile! Depression! Oh no, that was the wrong one. That was for the hunt thing. We don't want to go there. We're going to lay node 9. I don't know. Smile and let that rainbow shine. That also would have been a terrible place for that. I'm not crying until Evercold. I'll cry more. Don't worry. I cry over everything. If his family doesn't take him in, I swear to God, I'm bringing this child home, and Urianger, Estinian, and Emmerich can just deal. There may still be people gathering in Praxis Park. Let's try there first.
People look uneasy. Did something happen?
I was with you. How would I know?
Have you heard? Someone was killed in the Thunder Yards.
The Thunder Yards was one of the hunters slain by a beast.
A murder most foul?
It was a hunter, all right, and a veteran at that. But it was no fiend that did him in. Only a random bolt of lightning.
Very, very frightening.
Such a senseless way to die. They say that he expended his last soul cells during Zaraljar's attack on the city.
For an upright, hard-working man to meet such an unceremonious end, it feels wrong.
But we'll be fine, won't we? Even if the system no longer erases our memory of the departed, the regulators continue to function. I shan't go before my time. Growing old and passing peacefully with the help of the ushers is only natural.
Sorry to tell you.
Well, you may think so, but how are we to know? We have no memory of those who have gone. More may have met violent deaths than passed from old age, and we would be blissfully unaware. It could happen to you, or me, to any of us.
Oh, baby's first existential crisis.
Then what are we to do? Spend every waking moment thinking only of how we might die?
You just find ways of coping. You know, some people end up taking antidepressants, which is totally fine. Store-bought neurotransmitters are always good. Some of us find things to hyperfixate on, like video games.
With time, I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
Look! It's Queen Sphene!
Beg pardon? What? Zombie? Zombie Sphene? Ghost?
What?
Hologram?
Help, Queen Sphene! The grown-ups are really upset, and I don't know what to do.
I see that you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things aright.
What?
I don't understand. Sphene is gone. Forever.
What did you do?
You there, Gusson. You were the Queen's aide, weren't you? What's the meaning of this?
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sphene is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
What?
What are you talking about?
I killed her!
Sphene is dead. You officiated the funeral yourself. We all placed flowers to mourn her passing.
A funeral? For Her Majesty? What a curious jest. You know full well that ceremony was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria. Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of times. Surely that is not cause for consternation.
Your Majesty, won't you free us from these terrible memories of the departed? This is no way to live. Not for us, nor our children.
I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memories shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that comfort.
She knows living memory is shut down?
You needn't fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution. All of us shall be made endless.
The fuck?
I have created a new system that allows you to transplant your memories directly into an ethereal vessel. One not reliant upon soul cells. This way, you need never again fear death. You may live as you please, and for as long as you like.
Why would they play this music of all music? What is happening?
Our stores of ether are, at present, not sufficient to provide this boon to everyone. But some of you received neo-regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not? And there are still more we have yet to distribute. 5,000 in all. One day soon, those with neo-regulators will be called to join the Endless, and thence be free of suffering forevermore.
We'll all just drink our special Kool-Aid and we'll meet everyone at Heaven's Gate. Are we serious right now?
But only 5,000 of us?
You Victral!
Watch your mouth. There are children present.
The real Sphene would never be content to save only some of her people. Who are you?
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Sure, Jan. What the hell?
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down, and then we'll talk.
What? Oh, damn. Sauce. More cutscene? We only caught the proclamation from a distance, but I can tell you that the message about the neo-regulators was received with utmost clarity. It couldn't have been Sveen. She should have been destroyed when the Meso terminal shut down. Without a single Alexandrian to bear witness, presented with an identical figure claiming to be their beloved queen, 'tis no surprise that they would choose to believe she's alive. What is troubling, however, is their denial that the funeral was held in her honor. 'Tis as if their memories have been erased. Given that the members of Oblivion remain unaffected, that was likely the work of the regulators, but by whose design? Everything's fine! Someone smart enough to play it being Queen of Reason. In that guise, even if some suspect deception, most of Alexandria will be on her side. We need to find out who she really is. While I agree wholeheartedly, we should avoid drawing more attention than we already have. We must be patient until Oblivion's network turns up a lead, or until our self-proclaimed queen makes her next move. What bothers me, sure, is the fact, so the first time we hear that music, they don't always use it when it's Emmett Salk or an Ascian. They've used it for other things, but the very first time we hear that music is when Emmett Salk is introduced. Meanwhile, in living memory,
where am I?
Is that Sveen? It sounded like her.
My people, are they safe? Why am I?
Ayo! All right. Let's take this moment to take a quick break before we start on 7.2 and get that going. So everybody stretch, hydrate, grab a snack, bio break. We have a lot of ennui. Thank you, Inside Out 2, for teaching us that word. Teaching me that word. Continued next week. You were on this cliffhanger for months. Just wait. I'm gonna be on the cliffhanger with all you all soon. That cliffhanger would have driven me nuts. Okay. Ooh. I should be diabolical. Next time. Okay, so take care of yourselves. We'll be right. You were whiteboarding? We love the whiteboard energy here. I can't wait for the whiteboarding for Evercold. I didn't hear much of the Graha Tia lines, but I did hear people complaining, and like for a while, every TikTok search, it's coming up again that Graha Tia has been replaced. Like it'll be like Graha Tia, Final Fantasy XIV, voice actor replaced. Graha Tia, Jonathan Bailey, voice actor replaced. Thank you. I didn't want to spoil, so I like didn't really worry about it. I was like, eh. He's not. I don't think so, but we do know he's been busy, because he at this time he also would have been working on like Wicked 2, promoting that. That was a lot of work. So he was probably just overworked and exhausted and sick. I love how he talks about being Grahatia. Like, he loves it. He's supposed to be he should take a break just in general. He is overworked. It's not easy being the sexiest man alive. Ah, Pisces, your timing could not have been better. If you have a moment, we have some things we'd like to share. Excellent. We'll just wait for Limati. She should arrive shortly. People always spread rumors. Like, they just spread rumors. Pisces, glad to see you here too. And speak of the devil, let's catch each other up, shall we? Right, I'll go first if nobody minds. How did I even do that? I've been back in Tuliolol and spoke with Kona. I told him all about the records left behind by Galulja's mother, as well as Fiend's reappearance. We decided that I should remain in the dome until things settle down more. But while I'm Galulja's guardian, I'm also a foreign ruler. I'll have to take care not to appear as though I'm meddling in Alexandrian politics. That's all from me. As for the rest of us, watching this room by. As for the rest of us, we've been keeping track of this new Fiend. She's been making regular appearances before the people. And each time she does, she encourages them to become endless. Alas, much else about her remains a mystery, including why she's chosen to reveal herself now. On our end, we've confirmed that only those wearing regulators have had their knowledge of Queen Fiend's death altered. Someone must have tampered with the devices to remove any and all memories of the event. Though we haven't yet identified the perpetrator, given recent events, Fiend is the chief suspect. Fiend. Many believe that the Queen of Reason is alive and well and remember her funeral as a memory for those lost in the attack. Needless to say, this has proven confusing for those with more accurate recollections. We'll carry on with our investigation. I'll head to Earth and Sky now and coordinate with our people there. It screwed with his voice enough that people fabricated stories of his replacement being sick. There's one other matter. The highlight of this gathering, you might say. That's a bit wicked. We'd like you to meet a certain someone. By all means, where's this person now? In the break room. She is unwell, and Yishola and Alice have been tending to her. They'll be able to explain things. I want to see how she's doing, so I'll come too. The break room is at the end of the hallway through that door. We can go whenever you're ready. Who is it? Who's our mystery person? The end of the hallway? Oh, the energy drink thing. Are you okay? Kakiwa. Oh, you're not okay. Oh. I can't believe in another timeline Grahatia's Fiero. She looks different.
What is she doing here? We just heard she was busy spreading talk of becoming endless among the Alexandrians. What's going on here?
She is not who you think she is.
Now
Not
she
the Queen
sounds
of
weird.
Reason who has made a miraculous return, but an individual of flesh and blood, possessed of a soul.
Not an endless?
We chanced upon her in living memory, but she collapsed before we could exchange words. We decided to bring her here for now.
Her body was suffused with lightning ether, which caused a debilitating paralysis. Ishtola reached out and informed me of her condition, and I came with a proxy as fast as I could. We're now waiting to see if the treatment was effective.
So she had Levin sickness?
Judging by her appearance, the circumstances of our encounter, and her extreme ethereal aspect, I am all but certain that she is the one from whom the Endless Fiend was created. The original Queen Sphene of Alexandria.
What? But how can that be possible? The real Sphene died of illness 4 centuries ago.
I died. Whatever do you mean? I am not dead. I'm not. What is this place? Where is everyone? Otis and Zelenia? And who are you people?
Calm down. We mean you no harm. You've been unwell, and it wouldn't do to strain yourself.
Please, help me. I don't understand any of this.
Of course. But if I might confirm some things first. You are Queen Sphene of Alexandria, are you not?
Yes. Yes, I am.
And ere you awoke here, you were in another unfamiliar place. Is that correct?
I opened my eyes and saw a strange, dark room. Outside, there were towering buildings, clad in electrope.
You slumbered at the heart of that city for many years, within a facility called the Meso Terminal. Many things have come to pass during that time, some of which you may find upsetting. Are you sure you wish to learn of them?
In that dark room, there was an electrope casket, designed to preserve its occupant in cold stasis. Until the terminal and its systems were recently shut down, that was where you were kept, in all likelihood. Since the time of the Old Kingdom, for 4 centuries.
What? Do you speak true? I've been asleep for that long. 400 years.
Our records say that Queen Sphene succumbed to the rampant lightning energies unleashed during the storm surge. But it seems the truth is rather different.
Okay. The treatment may have been effective, but the road ahead for her remains uncertain. We turned up her chamber when we searched the meso terminal. Safe to say, none of us had anticipated this development. To wake up alone in the distant future, and seemingly by no choice of your own, you can hardly blame her for reacting as she did. The original Queen Sphene. We'll tell her what she wants to know, then we'll decide what we need to do. What would Otis do if he were here? What can I do? I miss Otis! I want Shale to give me any bad news forever. This is when you locked into the story? To be asleep that long, everyone you ever knew is gone? Titus, when he heard about what happened to Xanarkin? I do not believe that you are lying, so please tell me everything that has happened. Everything. Very well. Well, let us do so with care, lest we cause you undue strain. Now, while I should like more of us to assist, it isn't practical to gather everyone, so I will summon Grahatia and Kryl for now. We all miss Otis. Shutting down Otis hurt. Give us an Otis minion for real. The Kingdom Hearts 2 machine. Otis nuts.
I know this has all been a lot to take in, but how are you feeling? Physically, I mean.
Much better now, thanks to Y'shtola and Alisei's ministrations. In fact, I can scarcely remember the last time I felt so hale. I know not how to repay them, not only for coming to my aid, but for telling me about my kingdom besides.
I don't think they're ones to keep score. Isn't that right?
Y'shtola is the motherly sort. They're comrades you can rely on. We're not gonna lean into the mommy Y'shtola stuff.
She's known those two for a long time. You can trust in her judgment. Besides, you helped to prove that their treatment works here as well. With this success, they'll be able to help others in Alexandria who suffer from the same illness. Few things could make them happier.
Yeah, because it's basically just doing the same. Yeah, because they were like doing the Porxies originally existed to reverse the light sickness that turned people in the first to I keep wanting to call them fiends.
I see. Full glad am I to know that we may cure the affliction after so long.
Yay!
So very long. I steeled myself having been warned, but it's difficult to come to terms with everything.
Sphene? Maybe going out and seeing it would help. Alexandria as it is now.
Great idea. There's no substitute for seeing things with your own eyes.
She took us on a tour, now we're taking her on a tour.
That said, there is a chance that you'll run into the other Sphene. Still want to take a look, even so?
It would be a lie to say I do not feel anxious, but I wish to walk among the people, to hear their voices and learn about their realm.
We'll be your escort.
Truly? I would be honored.
Then allow us to show you the sights.
Thank you, Wuklamot.
Thank you as well, Pisces, for your kindness. The Endless Fiend. You knew her, did you not? It may take time for both of us to come to terms with this situation, myself especially, but I recognize that I must. I may still be here, but the world I knew is gone. The woman who turned me into a frog or threatened to cast me into the void if I ever uttered a word of the original summoning incantation. That Y'shtola, she is no mother. People want to be like, oh, Mommy Y'shtola. Or, you know, it's like, no, she should beat your ass. Although I guess that is kind of mommy for some of us. Trauma! Before heading out, I should put on a more suitable attire. There's a modern outfit among the items Shell has prepared for me, I believe. If you'd wait outside, I should only need a moment. All right, take your time. Y'shtola's cool aunt material. Like, she's an auntie. Yes. Shell said, yeah, okay. What's in here? Don't mind me, I'm just nosy. Yeah, I always pick the like sassy responses to Y'shtola, and she's a lot shorter than I am, but she looks up and glares at me, and then it's like, even if she can walk, she's still far from fully recovered. We'll have to take care not to push her too hard.
Apologies for keeping you waiting. I've never worn such clothing before.
I want that outfit. My favorite pastime is making Y'shtola disappointed in me. Apologies. Oh, yes. Yes. We're not reading.
Oh,
yes. Okay.
That really suits you.
Give me that outfit. It looks ideal for a brisk afternoon stroll.
For one so well-traveled to say that, I feel confident it's perfect for exploring the city.
A moment before you head out. Circumstances being what they are, we thought it best to come up with a way to distinguish you from the other Sphenes, and we should probably settle on this now rather than later.
I suppose it could get pretty confusing.
First, we propose calling you simply Sphene. As for the former Queen of Reason, Endless Sphene should suffice.
What about the new one who's been addressing the citizens?
How about we call her Dagger?
Despite being the spitting image of Endless Sphene, we know she's a different entity. So we were thinking of calling her a simulant, after imitation stones.
I see. Well, they're definitely not the same. And that's as good a way as any to draw a distinction. But what do you think, Sphene? Is that all right with you?
Rest assured, I have no objections. When I am in the city, however, I intend to keep both my face and name secret. For the people of today's Alexandria know only the Endless Sphene.
We're sorry to subject you to such ignominy.
No, I myself would rather not invite complications, so it is quite all right. Thank you for your concern, Shale.
That was worth breaking containment for, Luna. What do you mean? Cause... Shut up and take my money, Square Enix!
Let us be off then. I am in your capable hands.
Okay,
That
Dagger.
you are. First, we'll head to the entrance of Solution 9.
Good idea. We should start from scanning Port 9. I'll do my best to explain things.
I get turned around in here. Okay. Quit tempting me with your side content. Your beautiful, juicy side content. Soon. Soon. Where are we going? Not that way. Did we hear it? I wasn't even paying attention. It's the reason I didn't buy Sphene dress for my Vera. I want that fit more. I tried on the Sphene dress in the the dream fitting, and I didn't like how it looked on me. Look at, I want that. That's so cute. What? That is so cute. But the leggings, if you notice, they've got those buckles like the Garnet outfit. That is freaking adorable. Oh my goodness. Gimme! I love a hoodie. That lady wants to walk with Limati, so while they're busy, I'll tell you about what we can see from here. Is there any place that interests you? There's so very many. I can't decide where to begin. I love the parallel to, yeah, like her and Garnet being in commoner clothes. Then why don't we let Pisces choose? The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending Duty Finder registrations. I think the parallels and the references and the homage have been done really well, because I do not want a one-for-one exact retelling. Wuklamat and the Alexandrian Citizen. Shales VA could read me the book and the phone book, and I listen. The lady talking to Limati just came back from Tuliolo. It was her first time since being trapped in the barrier 30 years ago. She has a family in Alexandria now, so she had to return. But the train made it safe and easy for her to make the journey, and it's all thanks to everyone's hard work. There was once a railroad connecting Alexandria and the neighboring Lindblom, but operations were suspended when relations deteriorated. Eventually, the tracks were removed entirely. To see that a railroad now connects us to our new neighbors is gratifying. Especially considering that our history began with war, with Alexandria the aggressor, and continuing to strive for peace, Tuliola's leaders have shown great magnanimity. And I can't help but be moved. Lindblom, let's go! I have added another Sphene to my collection. If you attune to Leno 9, you can teleport back here anytime you want. You can also use it to teleport to other locations in Solution 9. It makes it easier to get around. That's the mode of travel that utilizes ether currents, yes? We had the same in my time, but when the storm surge broke out, such nodes were sealed off to prevent enemy use. And after the war, the etheric balance across the entire world had collapsed. Not only was travel outside the barrier ill-advised, the act of teleportation itself had become dangerous. We had to abandon the nodes altogether. It is heartening to see them again, for the use of one and all. In the government sector, there's a counter where citizens can get matched to jobs. There's also a soul exchange, but no one goes there much these days since there aren't many souls in circulation. I'm unsure how I feel about regulators and the treatment of souls as a resource. I understand the grief of those who have lost loved ones and the desire to escape the sorrow of death. Even so, I would never wish to forget my parents, Otis, Selenia. I want to remember them all. I'm reluctant to impose my personal beliefs on others, though. There are lots of different shops at the Nexus Arcade selling everything you need. It's always full of people out doing their shopping. The Endless Fiend gave Pisces and Lamatia a tour of the place. I remember watching them from a distance. The castle town I knew had a main thoroughfare that was lined with shops. Whenever I visited, the citizens would come and speak with me about matters great and small. Just like that lady is doing now with Wuklamont. Me hoping we run into the simulation Speen and the real Speen is scrappier and just jumps her in an alleyway. Yes. Sorry about that. I got a little carried away with the conversation. It's all right. Pisces and I told her about the places we can see from here. Really? That's great. Right then, why don't we stroll through the residential sector and then stop at Mosaic? We can take a break there. So far. What do you mean I gotta walk? It's okay though. A few weeks, then we're raiding. I'm so excited for that. Okay, you can target Wuklamont, you know? We've been walking for a while, so let's rest our feet, eh? Drinks are on me. Sphene, Pisces, the two of you go ahead and order first. I'm very excited for the raids. Zoe from K-pop Demon Hunters levels of excitement. Oh, more voice.
So many different drinks. I can't decide. Ooh. I'll have this, please. A Dali coffee.
Ooh, yum.
Of course. I should warn you, though. Dali beans are an older variety known for their strong bitterness. Still want one?
The bitterness is the best part.
I love her.
Have you decided as well?
I want one too. I'll have the same.
Two Dali coffees then. The beans make for dark roasts that are quite aromatic. I find the sharp flavor invigorating, though a dash of milk can be a wonderful complement.
I'll have your drinks ready in a moment.
Is she gonna take her coffee black? I was unaware of your game, Queen Sphene. The coffee cups. I want a cup like that so bad. Please. I want that mug. A reusable mug like that?
They're certainly well liked. It's a wonderful feeling, spending time with the people.
Did you see the bottom? It looks like the kind that reheats itself, because this is like metal. Sorry, I'm getting distracted.
But they're not my people anymore, are they? Their city, their way of life, even the ground upon which they tread. I am a stranger to it all. The weight of the long years is finally beginning to sink in.
Your Majesty, is that you?
No.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I am not Queen Sphene, though I'm often told we look alike.
He's like, sure.
There you are. How many times have I told you not to go off alone? I'm sorry he bothered you, Mom. Come now.
Maybe she should be wearing
We're going
sunglasses.
Bye! Not Queen Sphene!
I do not know that boy, nor does he know me. No one does. Another harsh reminder that I have no place here.
You could.
Yet, no matter how much things have changed, I am happy. I am. For Alexandria has endured. Our sacrifice was not in vain. Even so, I cannot help but feel lonely.
Oh, is this gonna be the depression patch? That's fun. We love that. We love some depression. That's all he mentioned. They're all depression patches. Almost all cutscenes are voiced now that we're in the patches. This is beautiful. More cutscene? Is it just movie time? Forgive me, I didn't mean to darken the mood. Still, I feel better for having shared my feelings with you. Thank you. Being a stranger in your own home, like, that's so... Whew, that's heavy. I'm sorry, I'm not being much of a guide. I don't usually get approached this often. It's quite all right. The people have been through so much. It's only natural they seek comfort and assurance from someone they trust. Besides, I was able to relax with a delicious cup of coffee and have a lovely chat with Pisces. I appreciate your understanding. I hope if Evercold is fully voiced and we know Astynian's in there, I will lose my damn mind. Also, I won't have to trip over every single word. Where to next? We could take a look inside the Nexus arcade, but it can probably wait for when we actually need something. Copium! It's hopium. What do you mean? In that case, let's head back to the recreation zone. There's plenty to see on Treeview. That's very exciting. Very exciting indeed. And we're getting neon hair. Life is good. I should be able to drive in here. I don't care. I know it's a city and that's generally never allowed, but there's a lot of space that I have to walk and I am lazy. Colin Ryan had to stop streaming 14 for a bit because of a big secret job. He was too busy to stream. Maybe he didn't want to overwork his voice. Don't get me that excited. And they deserve all the love. The voice actors do amazing. And they're also just like, they're so sweet. I would plunge my car through the shopping mall. I would drive very safely, though. I'd drive up these stairs very safely. I definitely follow all of the rules very safely. I love the VAs, too. I love when they do cameos, too. I love them. He was doing Little Shop of Horrors and just finished Hamlet. The final trial of 7.0, you mean? Because I did. I actually, unpopular opinion, I preferred the original. I preferred the original. Give me more Jonathan Bailey. He looks pale. We need to find a place for him to rest. Thank you. It was not as bad as hello. No, it just sounded so. Maybe if you haven't watched a lot of like old, like 90s, especially anime, when the dubs were a little not great. I've heard a lot of bad. Hello, no. I've heard a lot of bad voice acting, or like, you know, bad direction voice acting. I don't think it was that bad at all. I was thinking 90s. It gave 90s Sailor Moon vibes, but the new version gave Dragon Ball, and I did not like that. I was on my way to attend to some business when the memory of being killed here came flooding back. The danger is past, I know, but the terror lingers. For all the comfort I've offered others in my work, I can't seem to comfort myself. Try as I might, I can't shake this fear. My courage has completely deserted me. Okay, we gotta rally him. I just wanted to target him. My favorite 90s anime trope was dubs not being allowed to say kill or die. So in DBZ, there were a lot of threats to send you to the next dimension. Yeah, stuff like that. Thank you. I feel better already. Your encouragement was exactly what I needed. Oh, but where are my manners? My name is Malachite, and I am an usher. An usher? They're the ones who came to those without long to live, right? But given... That's funny, his name is Malachite. Yu-Gi-Oh! Being sent to the Shadow Realm instead of just dying. Given everything that's happened, I expect your duties have changed. That's correct. We no longer attend to the dying. It's only after they have passed away in their family's care that we convey their remains to a government storage facility. Ooh. A storage facility? What for? To be turned into meal. Henceforth, we must inter the deceased, but as the specifics are undecided, the bodies must be kept in cold storage for the time being. Gross. I didn't know. I'd heard there were graveyards over by the submerged city, but like funerals, burial customs must be long forgotten. Did you have usher duties? If so, we could help. I'm not actually here in an official capacity, so I'm loath to trouble you further, but since you asked, I shall explain why I've come. I've taken to delivering the personal effects of the departed to their families. Even though their memories have been entrusted to the cloud, I still remember where they once lived. The rule was to dispose of any belongings. To do anything else was strictly forbidden, but it saddened me to see them discarded like waste, so I began secreting away what I could. You rebel, you! Of course, I understand that not everyone shares my sentiments, and I leave it to the families to decide what to do with these items. Some accept my deliveries, others reject them. Whether I'm doing the right thing, I cannot say, but I feel the families should be given the choice. Oh, they didn't have it before then. It's important to think about what people leave to us. I want to help. Do you want help? Do you want to help too, Pisces? Deliveries happen to be my specialty. I'm excellent. I'm like pro at fetch quests at this point. Fetch quests, custom delivery, you have no idea. I'm truly grateful. Now there are 4 items to be delivered here in the recreation zone. I leave them in your care. In the meantime, I will head to the residential sector to make deliveries there. After you finish, please meet me back here. I'd like to know the family's reaction. The guy who corners tea with a knife. It was a camera in the... what? You know, there have been people in Tuliolo who had similar episodes due to the trauma of the siege. Would you mind if I went with Malachite just to keep an eye on him? Only if you can handle those deliveries without me, of course. It's fine. I'm sure he'll be happy for the company. Oh, more Yu-Gi-Oh! Censorship. Okay, okay. I didn't watch that. Don't hate me. But yeah, the Sailor Moon censorship. So there are 4 items in total to deliver. Right. 3 for the people in Treeview, 1 for someone over by the neon sign. Let's give them in that order. He is the only one that keeps the keepsakes of the dead to return. He wasn't the one to help Namaki, so that one-of-a-kind custom-made bracelet that means so much to Namika and Wiklabot is gone forever. It's been disposed of. They're cousins. The dubbing of that to censor that, like, I get, because like they wouldn't have been able to air it on network TV or, you know, TV at all here in that age if it hadn't been censored out. But the way they censored it out made 0 sense. Surely they could have done something other than they're just cousins. That's why they're close. Ugh. Zoisite. Might I trouble you to do the talking, Pisces? I fear my voice might betray my identity. Lead the way. We're right behind you. I like escorting more than I like, where are you going to? The following's irritating. The escorting's not so bad. The cousins that were obviously dating. That made it weirder. Kind of like how the Xbox version of this game censors the crap out of the in-game chat. So just benign words, it'll actually make them slurs. It's disturbing. So by censoring it, they somehow made it worse. The way the buildings are all in a row reminds me of the old castle town. Lively as it is here, I can see why Oblivion can blend in. The people around Trueview seem scary at first, but most of them are really kind. When I see someone pass out on the street now, I worry if they'll be all right. What? There's some corner where there's some drunk guy in a dumpster, just sleeping. Is there something you need? Awesome, Malachite sent you. He was very considerate. When he offered to bring me the keepsake, he stressed that I didn't have to accept it if I felt uncomfortable. I see why someone would say no, but I couldn't do that. Not when it's something that belonged to my parents, who I understand now I will never see again. Having spare souls won't save us from the inevitable. That's always been the case, but now I find myself worrying about this and that. Like, how much longer can I afford to muck about with my brothers? But I won't bore you with my ramblings. Thank you for bringing me the keepsakes and give my regards to Malachite. Smile and let that rainbow shine. What is it? If you're trying to sell me something, I'm not interested. I didn't know about the Overwatch thing. They gave comms to his teammate Nasser, but because it had ass in his name, it censored everything after the end, so it looked like what the fuck? I don't know what to say about. Oh my god. Oh, you brought the keepsake. Thank you. I've been looking forward to this, hoping that it might help me remember, but no such luck it seems. The owner is dead, and they'll never become one of the endless Queen's Seating tells us about. It's a sad thought. Even so, I'm not sure I'd want to become endless myself. If they're made by putting your memories into a new body made of ether, doesn't that mean you yourself have to still die first? The thought of not having to worry about souls was appealing, so I was happy to receive a neo-regulator, but I've had doubts since then. If Queen's Fiend herself recommends it, I want to believe that all will be well, but still. Sorry, I need to clean my head. There's a term for this. It's named after a town in England that has a bad word inside of it, and no one from that town could register with their DMV. It censors class and classroom as well. Hello, do I know you? So this is the keepsake. Truth be told, I've been wavering as to whether or not I should accept it. I mean, it belonged to someone that died. It got me thinking about what we did to Tuliolal. I didn't even know we'd killed so many of their people, not until the funeral. What if they decide to retaliate? Lamati? Look, Lamont would never do that. She and everyone in Tuliolal know that my father was to blame for the attack, not the Alexandrian people. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you speak ill of your father. It's just, I can't stop worrying about death. And hearing that they're running out of neo-regulators makes it worse. I don't know what to do anymore. That's everyone on Trueview. Let's go to Neonstein. Yikes. Yikes on bikes. So you can purchase beverages from these machines. That's wonderful. I've always believed that technology should be developed for the benefit of the people. Ganol's favorite energy tonic is a special formula, not like the ones they sell here. I wanted to try one, but Shale wouldn't let me. That's funny. Yikes, hard lemonade. It does that too. The word night, Xbox censors it in this too. For the, yeah. It's like, are we serious? Are you talking to me? The Scunthorpe problem. At least that one's one we can laugh about. The other one... Good God. Scunthorpe. Right, this. I can't say it stirs any memories. Isn't this the guy that sits here trying to impress somebody? Or he's waiting for a date or something? There's some weird, like, NPC interactions that go on around here. If you sit and watch them for a while. I can't say it stirs any memories, but it does feel familiar somehow. You know, you look familiar yourself. Where do I know you from? Oh, I remember now. I find it very fascinating. So this whole concept of exploring like the different traditions and rituals and beliefs around dying has been wonderful. It's a different NPC. It was at the infusion station in the government sector, and it wasn't my finest moment, as you might recall. Oh, okay, well, he looked familiar, so at least there's that. It is in this area, though. Like, there's a NPC hanging out back here, and then someone on a bike who wants to come impress this NPC, and then he's not impressed, so he goes around the corner and meets with some other guy. And it seemed like those two were going out on a date, and bike girl got left behind. You're the Arcadian fighter who is desperate for souls. That was you. That's right. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. Anyway, seeing as we're meeting properly now. The name's Lathander. I used to fight in the Arcadian, but not anymore. I took Queen Sweden's words to heart and found a new job. One where I could put my knowledge of physical conditioning to use. As you know, lots of people were badly hurt when the mechanical soldiers malfunctioned, and I've been assisting with their rehabilitation. It's not something I ever imagined myself doing, but here we are. This NPC has unique dialogue if you started the raids. Oh, bummer. Your entire populace just got to learn existential dread. Not many people can help others like you can. I think it's great what you're doing. Thanks, it's encouraging to hear that. There's this fellow who has to learn how to walk all over again. Becoming endless would solve his problems, but he's determined to overcome them the hard way with the body he's got. Seeing that gave me a newfound appreciation for my own body. It's a gift from my parents, a sturdy thing that survived the arena, and I need to take better care of it. I'm the only blue-scaled Hobigo besides my father. Lamati once told me that. I don't know how my father felt about it, and there are times when it hurts to think about the things we share. Still, I don't want to lose that. Even if I could look the same as an endless, I would never throw away this body. Most people would find it hard to do so, I imagine. Just the thought makes me feel uncomfortable about the whole becoming endless affair. But I need to get back to work. It was nice talking to you, and thanks for the delivery. Just double checking that I didn't get like kicked off or something. We're gonna call it there and then finish this next week. At least we didn't stop on the cliffhanger. Okay, Speen, I'm gonna buzz off now. It's this NPC. But it takes forever for this entire interaction to play out. Next time on Dragon Ball Z! Yeah, I can't remember where it is, but there's definitely a dude passed out in the dumpster. And this map is huge. Like, if you just go around and explore, there is a ton going on all over, which also makes it feel a little more lively. Oh, there they are. I already got plans, sorry. And then over here, this is the plans. Yeah, either make the map smaller or fill them out. Sorry I'm late. That girl was asking for directions. No, she asked him out on a date. That's not what it looked like from here. These roads could have been half this size. This map is so big. And there's a lot going on, and sometimes maybe I should change my approach. Sometimes it feels really empty. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out and reliving some of that 7.1, 7.2 trauma. I will see you next week. We'll continue MSQ. We're just MSQing until it's thank you. Yes. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms in chat. I'm getting close. So stay hydrated. Take care of yourselves. Val shared the YouTube, so if you wanted to watch any past streams, like past VODs or anything like that, they're all in there. And then of course the Discord, if you're not in there, you should totally come hang out because we're very cool. Thank you. I hope it's gonna be a good one. Looking for Mr. Moon Pie. I don't know if they have anything planned for me yet. We're the best. Join us. Whoa. I gotta start getting stuff figured out so we can figure out our parties for raiding. Because we have Arcadian raids, but we also have Alliance raids. Very excite. Much excite. And then I gotta decide if I want to do Sauvage. You know? And the Chaotic. I kind of want to learn the Chaotic. Oh, cute. Anywho. Thank you for being here. Ooh, sorry, rip ears. Or don't work, I guess. What? 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 I didn't even push that. I didn't even push that. I pushed something else and like my stream deck bugged out. Same time next week for sure. Starting soon. Aw, shit. Here we go again. My OBS is now a regulator reboot. I tried to open my... It's just not cooperating. It's like, nah. We're not doing this today, I guess. Rude. Okay, we'll call it good for today. All right, everybody. See you next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for being here. Bye.